I'm gonna make him an offer again.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the world.
Handle the truth. You can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly,
war.
my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Welcome, everybody, back to Multiplex Movie Melee, and we have an exciting match in our Trios division. We have the number 3 seed, Igor Kasic, taking on the number 21 seed, Scott Harvey, and the wild card pick, Cody Newberry. Last time we saw Igor and Scott, they actually played against each other in the Golden Ticket tournament. Cody wasn't supposed to be in the tournament, but when everyone was drafting, he decided, hey, I want to play. So he picked a random player. He said, James Puckett, you're out. I want to play. I'm taking your place. And that's why he's here. On the desk with me, we got 3 hosts because this is a fun match. Mark Winchaga and Dylan Van Dyne. Mark, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. You know, anytime somebody wants to pull a Vince McMahon move and, just kind of, put themselves in that, I'm all for it. We should have more of it, honestly.
And Dylan, how are you doing?
Good, yeah. We were being a bit facetious, I think, on how Cody got in this match. Just want to point that out for the audience, for the audience. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes.
Listen, Cody calls himself the Messiah for a reason. We must worship him. And speaking of our opponents tonight, let's bring the first one in. Cody, you wanted to play. You're playing here tonight. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I wanted to play so fucking bad. I mean, if I get to pick 2 people to play against, this would be a situation I would pop in because I like Scott a lot, and Igor is one of the nicest guys in this community, so no problem there. I just want this on the record. If either one of you lose to me tonight, it's time to retire. Time to pack it in. Listen, it's just not for you anymore. We'll figure out a way, or maybe take a little bit of a break. I also want this to know I broke a bone on my top part of my foot, so this is an injury game. So if I'm not my best, that's it. That's all. I want sympathy. I want everybody to feel bad for me. And Mark is one of the worst human beings that has ever graced this community. But thank you, too, for hosting.
Oh, thank you so much. I say we bring in your next opponent, the number 21 seed, the first lawyer we are going to be seeing tonight, Scott Harvey. Scott, you've already played Igor this year. Didn't quite go the way you were looking for. Probably hoping to get some revenge. And now you're playing the person who you used to manage a faction with, Cody Newberry. What are the emotions going on right now?
So many emotions, Payson. So many. No, I'm excited. I was happy when Cody subbed into the match because I've never played Cody in trivia before, despite knowing Cody for a long time. So I think that will just be entertaining. And yeah, of course, I want a second crack at playing Igor, even though he's my teammate now in the actual trios division. So I guess weird emotions there too. But anytime I lose to somebody, it always kind of wanting a second chance because, especially with the way our match went the first time and with the way that a couple of my singles matches have gone recently, I feel like with a little bit of different luck, it could have gone differently. So maybe the different luck happens tonight, hopefully.
Absolutely. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we do have a trio civil war right now of the Devil's Advocates. One of my favorite trios names. I say we bring that other Devil's Advocate in. Igor Kasic, Igor, number 3 ranked competitor. You got your in a really fun way. How are you feeling coming into this match tonight?
Good. Yeah, it's going to be a fun match. Rematch with Scott, like he said. Since that match, we've teamed up twice now. So, mixed emotions, but obviously still want the win. Not going to let anyone win. And Cody telling me about the foot injury, it reminds me of the Michael Jordan flu game now all of a sudden. So Cody's just going to play lights out, get a perfect round, spin something he likes. It's going to be great. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. Let's
round.
Michael Jordan was
so bad for this league. So bad for this league if I got a perfect round.
Scott may have been slandering Michael Jordan there or saying a fact that we all know. You decide. Round 1 is going to work like this. Competitors will receive 8 questions in 8 different categories, each worth 1 point apiece. They will have 15 seconds to write their answer on their board, after which I will say pens down and you will reveal your answer. Answer all 8 questions right, you will receive a bonus question. Competitors can receive 3 repeats and 1 challenge that they can use throughout any part of the match. A reminder, because this is a triple threat match, if you win the match, you get a win on your record. If you come in 3rd place, you get a loss on your record. And if you come in 2nd place, you get neither. So, competitors, any questions before we head into the match?
Be nice,
boys.
Then your first question will be coming to you in the category of recent releases. Who stars as Sister Cecilia in Immaculate?
I'm glad you did not start with me because I had the wrong doc up.
Mark
Said
Dillon.
recent releases. I'm like, oh.
Mark Dillon, do you like how I paired each host with who they're under? Do you see what I did?
Canadian? No,
Oh,
not the other ones.
5
From the south, kind of.
2, 1, pens down. Cody will go to you.
Sydney Sweeney?
We will go to Scott.
She's not dating Glenn Powell, Sydney Sweeney.
And we'll go to Igor.
All the freshest gossip. Thanks, Scott. Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney is correct. Everyone getting that.
Yeah, I'll give you your next question. Okay, go to sports. What position does Dottie play in A League of Their Own?
So I had Cody above me because we're both two beautiful bearded men. Scott and Mark are two rich, like nice working men, and then Igor and Dylan are the Canadians.
I'm rich.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, it checks out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's down. Scott will go to you.
Catcher?
We'll go to Igor.
I said outfielder.
And we will go to Cody.
Catcher?
Catcher is correct. Scott and Cody hitting that.
So your next question will come in the category of directors. Who has directed entries in the Charlie's Angels and Terminator franchises?
2 franchises that are equally important to film. I think we can all agree.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't stop smiling. This is such a weird dynamic that I'm not used to.
I don't even know how the banter is working. Like, we're just kind of like here, like.
Don't you love it when we jokingly pitch a bitch and then Cody's like, sure, do it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Igor will go to you.
McG?
We'll go to Cody.
McG?
I hate you so much. Scott will go to you.
The perfect round is coming, McG.
G is correct.
To be clear,
It sounded fake. I was like, I've heard that. Is that guy? Yeah. Thank y'all.
Your next question will be come to you in the category of musicals. In what 1980s musical will you find the songs I Think I'm Gonna Like It Here, You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile, and Easy Street? Mark, Dylan, hosting with you guys. It's like I'm living on Easy Street, baby.
I'm going to make it incredibly difficult for the rest of this round now.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you
kidding
make
now.
like the lotto, like I'm dating a hot lady. Let's go, baby. 5, 4,
Cool.
All
3,
right.
1. Pens down. Cody will go to you.
Annie.
And we'll go to Scott.
Annie.
And we'll go to Igor.
Yeah, I said fame.
Annie is correct. Cody and Scott hitting that once again. Remaining.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Going into your next question, the category of the 1990s. In Reservoir Dogs, what specifically were the thieves attempting to steal before being ambushed by the police?
So, whenever I think of Annie, are either of you guys Family Guy watchers?
I used to be. Yeah.
You remember when Peter becomes really rich and he goes into the mansion and they do the parody of "I Think I'm Gonna Like It Here" with "My God, this house is freaking sweet."
I think so, yes.
I didn't know that was an Annie reference.
Okay, well now you know.
Me neither. I know the episode.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Scott will go to you,
Was it Diamonds?
and we'll go to Igor,
Diamonds.
and we'll go to Cody.
That's when it goes downhill. I put gold.
Oh,
Diamonds is correct. Scott and Igor getting that.
It's all right, guys. It all comes full circle. Don't worry. Start strong.
so your next question will come in the category of classics. In the Heat of the Night, what northeastern U.S. state is Virgil Tibbs from, where he serves as a police officer? Do you think if Cody would have got the perfect round, he would have played the it was perfect clip for himself?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it probably would have gotten a
like 6 times.
yeah. Speaking of one of those, I was watching a match I played recently, and there was a very very funny moment in that. But I won't say it because it's self-flating. 5, 4, 3,
Billy Cats also.
2, 1. Pens down. Igor, will go to you.
Massachusetts.
We'll go to Cody.
I just put New York.
We'll go to Scott.
I also put Massachusetts.
All incorrect. We were looking for Pennsylvania.
That was the other one.
As we enter your penultimate question in the category of horror. In 1978's Invasion of the Body Snatchers, what are the creatures that are replaced by humans referred to as?
I'll give you a free repeat because
It
you
started
already
like
told me.
echoing.
Yeah. In 1978's Invasion of the Body Snatchers, what are the creatures that are replacing the humans referred to as?
Thank you, Dylan.
problem.
Scores currently Scott at 5, Cody at 4, Igor at 3.
Correct.
Yes. You ever
Mark, how are
snatch?
you doing?
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's ask how Mark's doing.
I was just technically, Dylan got his third question in because of that free repeat. So I think we're
Yes.
No.
I wanted to make sure we were all equal.
We love that. Multiplex. We support equality in America. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cody, will go to you.
I didn't even have a guess.
Okay, we'll go to Scott.
I don't think this is right. I said pod people.
Well, we'll go to Igor.
Is this where pod people comes from?
Okay.
We would have accepted either pods or pod people. Scott and Igor hitting that.
I have seen it, so I guess it would just.
Great job.
I haven't.
all right. It means we're going into your last question. Round number 1 comes in the category of Oscars. How many times has Christopher Nolan been nominated for Best Director? I'm glad I got to read that.
I was about to say, look at how happy Mark is. He got to ask about his boy.
I just saw your face like, yeah, my guy. I love how Cody scoffed, and then you can see the slight twinkle in his eye, like, well, at least I can just guess a number. This is one of those questions where if I see a blank board, I'm going to judge you. 5, 4, 3,
Write a letter.
Yeah.
1. Down. Scott, will go to you.
2.
We'll go to Igor.
Okay, 6.
Whoa. And we'll go to Cody.
I put 4.
2 is correct. He was nominated for Dunkirk and Oppenheimer.
A damn shame.
Oh,
Yeah.
makes sense. He's kind of a hack.
Whoa.
Something
After that, we have Scott. Mark Dillon, I have Scott in the lead at 7. Cody and Igor at 4. Is that what you have?
That is correct.
Yep.
All right, but anything that happens to move to round number 2, also known as the wheel round. Mark? Round number 2 is going to work like this. Competitors will receive a spin at the wheel, in which case they'll receive 5 questions in whatever category they land on, each worth 2 points apiece. They check out multiple choice. He values that question down to 1 point. If they don't like what they spin their first time, they are allowed to respin, but they must keep whatever category they land on for their second spin. But be on the lookout because stealing is involved in this round. The categories that your competitors can choose tonight are Alien versus Predator, which is Igor's strength, 2020's Best Picture nominees, which is Scott Harvey's strength, and 90s action, which is Cody Newberry's strength that he chose himself, as well as the categories of crime, animated, romance, comic book movies, musicals, and directors. Scott, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin now or send it over to someone else?
I'll defer.
Okay, Igor, Cody, you guys are higher ranked, but Igor, you guys are both tied. Igor, you're higher ranked. Would you like to spin now or send it over to Cody?
Let's get it out of the way. I'll spin.
You're gonna spin. Okay.
Yep.
Igor spinning first.
Thanks, Igor. I wasn't ready.
Oh, I just noticed spinners and opponents aren't on here.
They are not. Igor, you landed on the category of crime. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think I have to keep it. I'll keep it.
All right, gonna keep category of crime. I'm gonna assign Dylan to read the questions in crime, and I'm just gonna tell both competitors, if there is a steal opportunity, please write your answer on your board.
All right, so your first question in the category of crime. In Wind River, how does the female victim Natalie die at the beginning of the movie?
Freezes to death.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who directed Hoffa?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A. Brian De Palma, B. Alan Parker, C. Warren Beatty, or D. Danny DeVito.
Say Warren Beatty.
That is unfortunately incorrect. For the 1 point steal, is it A. Brian De Palma, B. Alan Parker, C. Warren Beatty, or D. Danny DeVito?
I need answers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cody, I'll go to you.
But B.
And we'll go to Scott.
I said Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito is correct for the 1 point steal.
Good job, Scott.
Your third question. At the beginning of LA Confidential, the police investigates a massacre at what type of establishment where 2 police officers were also discovered among the victims?
A restaurant.
I'm going to say, yeah, that is correct for 2 points.
I assume you might have had diner. Yeah,
Yes.
I wasn't sure if it's technically a diner, but
I think we've accepted diner for coffee shop in the past.
I think
so,
they're both interchangeable. You're fine.
You're fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I don't think it's ever clearly said.
Yeah.
Penultimate question. Who plays criminal John Dillinger in Public Enemies?
Johnny Depp.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in this category. In Shadow of a Doubt, Charlie believes that which member of her family is a criminal?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, brother, B, uncle, C, sister, or D, aunt.
Sister.
That is incorrect for the 1 point steal. Is it A, brother, B, uncle, C, sister, or D, aunt?
I need answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cody, I'll start with you.
I put A.
And we'll go to Scott.
It's her uncle.
Sorry, uncle is correct for 1 point steal.
So Mark Dillon, after that round, I have Igor getting a score up to 10, Scott getting some steals, getting a score up to 9, Cody remaining at 4. Is that what you have?
That is what I have.
Yep.
All right. We are going to be bringing the wheel back in. Scott, you still do have the lead. Would you like to spin first or give it over to Cody?
You can spin, Cody.
I figured.
Give
Thanks.
it what he wants. Cody, this will be your first spin.
Is the Mark the one spinning this?
Yes. And you land on 4 strength of 9 action. Cody, would you like to take that spin again?
Yeah. Honestly, no. I'm gonna read.
You're gonna re-spin. Okay, Cody.
Yeah.
For your second spin.
That was way more.
And you land in the category of Alien versus Predator. This is Igor's strength. Mark, why don't you give his question in the category of Alien versus Predator?
Yeah, I'll do that. All right, Cody. Here are your questions in Alien vs Predator. First question.
Sure.
Which Alien vs Predator film features a ship with a cargo hold filled with illegally abducted humans in cryosleep?
Five.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Alien Resurrection, B. Prometheus, C. Alien Covenant, or D. Alien vs Predator Requiem.
Those are all really good options. Great job, team. I'm gonna say A. Final answer.
A. Alien Resurrection is correct for 1 point.
That dumpster fire of a fucking film.
Next question.
Better than Alien 3.
I guess so. In Predators, which member of the team was a soldier in a death squad called the RUF?
Hey, why don't you just skip the bit, like go right to the multiple choice, please?
You got it. Multiple choice options are A. Chukilo, B. Nikolai, C. Isabel, or D. Mombasa.
Thank you. I remember all those names. Since Mark's a really bad person, I'm gonna have you repeat those options.
Okay, I don't know what that's got to do with it. Your options again: A. Chukilo, B. Nikolai, C. Isabel, or D. Mombasa.
Now that you said it twice, I forgot the question. I'm gonna guess D. Final answer.
That's correct for another point. Look at that.
The cadence was different the second time.
That's creepy. Okay, your next question. In Alien Romulus, how specifically does Bjorn, the human antagonist to Andy, die?
He definitely dies, but how? That's a great question. Can I get multiple choice?
You got it. Multiple choice options are A. Alien burst from his chest, B. Stabbed by an alien tail, C. Face hit with an alien mouth, or D. Hit with acid blood.
Mark, I'm going to need a full repeat of that question.
All right. Everything coming up. That's your first repeat. In Alien Romulus, how specifically does Bjorn, the human antagonistic to Andy, die? Your multiple choice options are A. Alien burst from his chest, B. Stabbed by an alien tail, C. Face hit with alien mouth, or D. Hit with acid blood.
C. Final answer?
C is incorrect. Going over to everybody for the 1 point steal. A. Alien burst from his chest. B. Stabbed by an alien tail. C. Face hit with alien mouth. Or D. Hit with acid blood.
I need answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Scott, will go to you.
Well, I think A and D both happen, so I said D.
We'll go to Igor.
They do. D. Melted
Yeah.
blood.
Hit with acid blood is correct. Scott, Igor getting that.
Going in your penultimate question round. In Aliens, what is Apone's rank?
Multiple choice.
Choice options are A. Corporal, B. Private, C. Sergeant, or D. Lieutenant.
Can you show me a picture of who you're talking about?
No.
Fair enough. I'm going to go with A. Final answer.
A. Corporal is incorrect. Everybody else with a 1 point steal said A. Corporal, B. Private, C. Sergeant, or D. Lieutenant.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Scott will go to you.
I said B.
And we will go to Igor.
Sergeant.
Sergeant is correct for 1 point, so Igor is only getting that. And Cody, your last question.
Thank you.
Who plays foul-mouthed Marine veteran Baxley in The Predator?
Multiple choice.
Well, choice options are A. Alfie Allen, B. Thomas Jane, C. Keegan Michael Key, or D. Sterling K. Brown.
Wow, mouth. D, final answer.
D. Sterling K. Brown is incorrect. Going to bells for 1 point steal. Is it A. Allen, B. Thomas Jane, C. Keegan Michael Key, or D. Sterling K. Brown?
Any answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Scott will go to you.
I thought it was Sterling K. Brown. I said A.
We will go to 4.
Forgot which of the two of them is Baxley. C.
Both.
Correct answer is B. Oh,
I'm
B.
sorry.
Doesn't matter. Everybody's incorrect.
Correct answer was Thomas. That was my bad. But after that, I have Cody getting a score up to 6, Scott getting a steal, getting a score up to 10, and Igor also getting some steals, getting a score up to 12. Is that what you guys have?
That is what I have.
Yeah.
All right. Then we will bring the wheel back in for Scott's spin. Spin is in. Never mind. You're going to be getting a free respin.
Hey.
And you land his action. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'll spin again.
That's
All
what I
right.
should have took.
Must keep whatever you land on for this second spin.
Hey.
On the category of musicals, I will be giving your question for the category of musicals. Scott, are you prepared?
Sure.
All right. Your first question in the category of musicals. 1776 is largely set in which U.S. city?
Well, this would be an easy place to give away a 2-point steal, so I'm going to go to multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options. Is it A, Philadelphia, B, Boston, C, Yorktown, or D, Richmond?
I will say Philadelphia.
That is correct for 1 point.
Andrew Bohr.
Yeah. Your second question in the category of musicals. Who plays prison matron Mama Morton in Chicago?
Queen Latifah.
That is correct for 2 points. Taking the lead there. Your third question in the category of musicals. How does Audrey 2 die in Little Shop of Horrors?
I'm going to need multiple.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, poisoned, B, melted, C, decapitated, or D, explosion?
Decapitated.
That is incorrect. Cody and Igor, a chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, poisoned, B, melted, C, decapitated, or D, explosion? The answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cody, I'll go to you.
I put A.
We will go to Igor.
Poison seems interesting. A.
Explosion is the correct answer. So both players.
Of course it is.
Your penultimate question in the category of musical, Scott. What famous musical lyricist does Bradley Whitford play in Tick Tick Boom?
Stephen Sondheim.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in the category of musicals. Who directed The Umbrellas of Cherbourg and The Young Girls of Roquefort?
Oh, that one.
Jacques Demy.
And that is correct for 2 points.
Okay.
All right, so, Mark and Dylan, after that, I have Scott getting his score up to 17, Igor remaining at 12, Cody remaining at 6. Is that what you have?
That is what I have.
All right. Anything that was round number 3, also known as the Pick Your Poison round. For the match, competitors went back and forth drafting categories that will appear in this round, and now they will go back and forth once again drafting categories that they would like to answer a question from. The categories that your players can draft tonight are comic book movies, 1990s, recent releases, directors, 2000s, sci-fi fantasy, war, family, 2010s, Oscars, sports, and action adventure. Your competitors will draft their categories right now. All right, your competitors have chosen their categories. Cody right now is battling for second place. Cody, what would you like for your first category?
One, it would make me really sad if Igor got a loss because of me. I will take Oscars for 1.
All right, your 1-pointer in the category of Oscars. Name 2 of the 5 films released in the 2010s to win both Best Picture and Best Director, and you will have a little bit more time.
2010s.
Five, 4.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your second repeat. Name 2 of the 5 films released in the 2010s to win both Best Picture and Best Director. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Moonlight and Shape of Water?
That is unfortunately incorrect. The answers we had were The King's Speech, The Artist, Birdman, The Shape of Water, and Parasite.
Oh, Chazelle won for.
Yep, that one for La La Land that year.
I even said Birdman in my head, and I was like, I don't know if that even won Best Picture.
All right.
Oscars bullshit. Are we all in agreement? Cool.
I think we all voted yes in that poll, but we are going to be sticking with you, Cody. What would you like for your 2-pointer?
Shit. What do I have again? I'll take 2000s.
All right, your
That's my category.
Your 2-pointer in the category of the 2000s. What is the profession of Mark Ruffalo's character in Zodiac?
Oh my god.
Five, 4.
Detective?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Police officer is what we have. He does a lot of detective work in that. Cody is correct for 2 points.
Pretty sure he's a
I
detective.
didn't want to throw a challenge, but I would have.
You're good. All right, but we are going to stick with you, Cody. What would you like for your 3-pointer?
Sports.
All right, your 3-pointer in the category of sports. Your 3-pointer. How does Jesus's mom die in He Got Game?
Heart attack. Okay.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for blunt force trauma, specifically his dad pushes her and bumps her head.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, so it does all come down to this. Cody must hit his 4-pointer to tie it with Igor. If he hits it, Igor has to hit a question to take the lead, to not finish in last place. If he misses it, Cody has secured a spot in last place. Cody, your 4-pointer in the category of family. In Muppets Take Manhattan, after the Muppets go their separate ways, Gonzo and Camilla end up in Michigan doing what specific kind of act as a show?
Fuck yeah. I was like, this could I do well in some families? Then you ask me a fucking Muppets question. What's specific for an act? Fuck.
Five.
What is the dumbest thing ever? Repeat the question. I'm gonna make you draw this out.
All right, that is your final repeat. In Muppets Take Manhattan, after the Muppets go their separate ways, Gonzo and Camilla end up in Michigan doing what specific kind of act as a show?
Specific act. I don't know what the fuck that is. Ah.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Striptease.
Jesus Christ! Oh, that is correct. We were looking for water skiing.
No.
Oh, of course.
All right, so with that, Cody has secured his spot in last place, so we are going to be going over to Igor. Igor, what would you like for your 1-pointer?
War. Oh, good God, yo. Jesus.
My board just fell apart.
God, just fucking fucking bored.
Sorry, you said war, right?
It's the war, yeah.
Okay. Your question in the category of war. What 2000s war film was directed by Bryan Singer?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Right, that is your first repeat, I believe.
Yep.
Mhm.
Your question again. What 2000s war film was directed by Bryan Singer?
Five, 4, 3.
Nothing's coming to mind. Jarhead.
This is unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for Valkyrie.
Okay.
Real quick, was that Igor's first or second repeat?
First.
This is first.
That was his first, yeah.
Okay. All right, so we are going to be sticking with Igor. Igor, what would you like for your 2-pointer?
Sci-fi fantasy.
Your question in the category of sci-fi/fantasy. What is the subtitle of the second film in the Chronicles of Narnia franchise?
Prince Caspian.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, so we are going to be. Everything okay? Okay, we are for his 3-pointer. Igor, what would you like for your 3-pointer?
Action and adventure.
Your question in action/adventure. Once I can find it, there's a lot of categories. Here we go. All right. John Turturro, Aaron Paul, and Sigourney Weaver provide supporting performances in which 2014 action film?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Right, that is your second repeat. Your question again. John Turturro, Aaron Paul, and Sigourney Weaver provide supporting performances in which 2014 action film?
Five, 4, 3.
A walk among the tombstones.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for Exodus, Gods, and Kings. Although good pull on a walk among the
Of
tombstones,
course,
though. That was a
that
wild guess.
cinema.
Yeah, I don't use Ridley Scott as a strength. It's fine.
So it does all come down to this. Igor must hit his 4-pointer in the category of action adventure to stay in the game. If he hits it, Scott to comic book movies to stay in the game. If he hits it, he sends it back over to Scott to answer some questions. If he misses it, Scott wins the game.
So your question in comic book movies. In The Dark Knight Rises, what is the name of the program that Catwoman is after?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your final repeat. Your question again. In The Dark Knight Rises, what is the name of the program that Catwoman is after?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Good game, Scott. Arrowhead.
And your winner by technical knockout, Scott Harvey. A clean slate was the answer. Clean slate. We're gonna be putting everyone backstage as I talk with my incredible co-hosts, just absolute masters of their job. Dylan, Mark, I think this was a really, really great game. That I think just has a really, really crazy ending of Scott getting a double technical knockout, not using a single repeat. No shame in either Igor or Cody, both getting playing good games. But yeah, I just think Scott just absolutely just had his foot on the gas and would not let up. What are your guys' thoughts on the match? Mark, I'll start with you.
Oh yeah, no, this was an interesting match. You know, we like kind of most of these, like everything just goes back and forth. But I think kind of there's probably like a bit of a theme here, at least, where round 2 is mainly the decider. Like whoever can steal the most, whoever can do better in their category, they are really like just in the best spot to win this match. And like that was Scott today. Scott was getting steals all over the place, and he by far did the best in his category.
Yeah, Scott was just on fire today. Like I think this is one of the best performances I've seen from him in a minute. And I mean, yeah, he's gonna be intimidating moving forward because like, yeah, 7 in round 1, that's fantastic. And then like just getting a random general category that he didn't even put on the wheel and doing that well in it was really good. He didn't really give Cody and Igor a lot of like opportunities to like catch up because he was like just constantly picking up the steals and getting the points when he needed to. So yeah, it was a really great performance from him. Yeah, good match.
Absolutely. I say we start with interviews, starting with our unfortunate last place finisher tonight, though probably not completely unfortunate in his eyes. You stepped in. You wanted to show everyone how incredible of a trivia player you are. Bumped another player out, took away his chance to play, and you stepped in, and yet you finished last in this match. Must not be feeling pretty good. How are you feeling?
Yeah, so everything Payson said is incorrect. I just want that on the record. Yeah, everybody just must wonder why the fuck I still do this. Like, why I help like make sure matches happen because I suck so bad at movie trivia. Luckily, I like the competitive aspect. No, I can play unlimited dark matches whenever the hell I want, whenever I want. Like, I literally have any chance I want. I just don't, and I don't love trivia the way I used to love trivia, and I'm not good at it. So there's no point wasting time. I didn't want to have Igor or Scott get a replacement of somebody outside or somebody around the that they didn't have any prep for. I didn't think that was fair. I put myself in there. I've already told these guys, even if I was in a position, I was probably going to tank at the end just to be it. I hit 4 straight questions, and then let me tell you, the brakes and tires and everything fell straight off, and it dies. And that's what normally happens in the match. I get it, momentum, and go. But I'm not mad. Again, Alien vs. Predator, I was just going to yell every question for 2 points. But I didn't want Igor to get an advantage. Like at that point, I didn't want to rig the game in one way or the other. If it was 90s action, I would have just yelled random and said, whoever can get to it, get it to it. Scott played absolutely incredible. That's like Scott was textbook tonight. He is such an underrated player in this league. He knows so much. I feel so bad. He has some really bad luck and just stuff out of his wheelhouse sometimes, but he's a really good player. And Igor just, I mean, tonight, like, look at the chances. Like, Igor got a comic question to throw it back to, and he just didn't know it tonight. Like, I bet you asked him that question a day from, or like a couple days, he knows it. So it's like, it just was an extend. He just kept extending it out, and every time Scott got a chance to steal, he just stole. So like, he was on top of it. There was nothing. I was never going to even contend at all, but I was happy to play one match, and then hopefully, I think Scott's a real threat. I do not want to be called out like by him or be left to him just to pop into my triple threat in round 2, because that would be, he knows a lot about a lot, and you proved it tonight with musicals, which most category was sing people. So
Yeah, absolutely. Cody, this does unfortunately bring an end to your run in the 2025 tournament. What are you having for dinner tonight?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm challenging Mark Menchaca and Payson Johnson to a triple threat dark match where I'm just going to get all the questions rigged to myself and win and help my ego. But I'm going to go talk about Last of Us with Mark and Matt. So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. No dinner?
No dinner. No.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Win.
It's always fun to see you. We're going to be moving on to interviews with our second place finisher tonight, Igor Kasic. You don't get a win, but you don't get a loss. Match just didn't seem to go your way, specifically in round 3. Probably had some fun hearing those ADP questions, but I think round 3 is kind of just what sort of decided this match. Sometimes that just kind of happens. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel good. Didn't feel like it was my best game, but ultimately Scott played a hell of a game, and hats off to him. He got his revenge, and well-deserved. I mean, 7 points in round 1 is crazy. He did real well in round 2 and didn't have to answer anything in round 3, which I'm sure in the category, we all got categories that we picked in round 3 at the end of the day. So he would have, I'm sure, done great in round 3 and wouldn't have given me a chance even if I was hitting things. Round 3 just didn't go my way today. I just wasn't able to pull the answers, even though I'd seen all the movies I was asked about. So it's tough when that happens, because you feel like sometimes you get hooped when you just get, never seen that, never heard of that. But these ones are ones I should have gotten and extended the game a little bit more. But some days it just doesn't happen. So
Absolutely. This does bring an end to your run in the singles tournament. When you do come back, who would you like to play?
Well, having had to back out of Golden Ticket for personal reasons, I was supposed to play Joe Farrelly. I want that match back, so I'm going to call out Mr. Joe for a match in Melee and see how that goes.
Absolutely. I think that would be a fun match. You guys are a team. We're a team on Posse Galore. Really excited to see if that match were to happen. I'm going to put you backstage as we talk with our winner tonight, Scott. Scott getting a double technical knockout. We've already filmed some matches so far. This is the first time we've seen that result, and I think everything Cody just kind of said was true. You took advantage of every single steal opportunity. You got 7 in round 1. You made your way through musicals, and that ended with you not having to answer a question in round 3. You got your revenge against Igor. You brutally knocked out Cody, your good friend. How do you feel about that?
I feel good. I mean, I needed this win. I needed this performance, honestly, to sort of get some of my confidence back. And I think it's only fair that the pendulum swung back, because either like my last 2 or maybe even 3 matches, I hit comic book movies or some variant of, some geek category in round 2. And just that was like the deciding part of the match. So I'm glad that didn't happen tonight. And it was it was good. Like I got out to a good start with the 7 points in round 1, and like that was important because I feel a lot better about round 2, which is often again what sinks me when I have a little bit of a cushion there. And so the fact that I got the general category was not and maybe not even one that I wanted, was not a huge deal because I felt like I could work through it. And yeah, like I said, it gives me confidence that as long as I can avoid those, 2 or 3 sort of kill categories that might be lurking out there, I can compete against a lot of people because my general knowledge is good enough to, again, if I hit that general category, if I score how I normally score in round 1, because I normally do pretty well in round 1, then I can compete in this tournament.
Absolutely. This does mean you are moving on in the tournament. When you do come back, is there anyone you would like to tease that you might be calling out or that you would like to face just in general in the tournament?
Honestly, I'm not even sure who all is in the tournament. I missed where this happened, the pick'em. So, of course, Jacoby's in there, so that's my partner. It'd be fun to play in the same match as him. I played Igor, so I guess I don't know if John's in the tournament, but if John's out there, then maybe I'll play him as well. Just play all my teammates. It's more fun that way because then the stakes aren't so bad when I lose.
100%. Scott, it's always a pleasure to see you. I'm going to put you backstage. Mark, Dylan, final thoughts on tonight's match. Scott played an incredible match. I'd be scared if I had to face him. I'm going to ask you guys a question, and you're going to answer it with one word, and that will be your answer. Which Muppet would you most like to see in a striptease? We're going to start with Mark.
Gonzo.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.